So in the movement,
I ride the people like a chariot.
say I am.
The proletariat.
Work,
Build.
sing our song.
Gotta stack.
Build.
Just to get along.
This is for the folks that police provoking. We might be broke,
but we far from broken.
Work, build, sing our song. Gotta stack bills just to get along. Yo, this is for the folks that police provoking. We might be broke, but we far from broken.
People who tell me I'm tripping. The pipeline to prison. Bobby Sands, H-Block cells, and colonialism. Learning how to tap into the rhythm. The arts district. Loving Northeast, but not the people in it.
Two-faced liars claim to be a patriot. How can they want democracy when a corporation doesn't need a state to exist? Governance is for the people, not private interest. Even in a republic lacking minority representation, it favors the majority and its own preservation.
On the language, on the manners, on the skin, on the flag. Something is omnipresent, making daily crimes. In covers of magazines, hidden in the headline, supported by the unconscious, manipulated territory. Massive psychology is doing it quietly. Something that smells bad, and it's coming from the past, where in the present the perfumes are keeping us so high in a bubble of ignorance, educated with a blinded vision, like the screw of a machine, not knowing its real mission.
Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin, until you pushed through your anti-union bill attacking the public employees of your state, I had never heard my 85-year-old grandmother call somebody a douchebag. She has lived in Wisconsin since 1927. She says when you're that old, your life starts speeding by, not in years, but in decades. This does not mean she no longer pays attention. At her weekly rummy night, when one of her friends revealed she had voted for you because you looked so handsome on the television screen, my grandmother stopped the game, folded her cards quietly. When you passed your bill, Kathy was told her job is no longer necessary, as if guardrails are unnecessary. Governor, you have two sons of your own in high school. They're a pair of shiny suits in a closet full of hand-me-downs, but tell me, would you send them off to war wearing thrift store armor? If you are so desperate to attack our teachers and our children, why don't you do it more directly? Train your sons to spit on the trays of kids who eat school lunches. Give your campaign speeches from a bulldozer. Stand outside Kathy's home and shake the nickels from her pockets. You are the kind of man who loves to pray in public, who thinks of the crucifixion not as a sacrifice, but as history's most successful publicity stunt. My grandmother does not need strangers to tell her she is holy. When you signed your bill, she started waking up early. She has added a new prayer for all of your state's children. So when your sons come downstairs tomorrow morning feeling blessed, no, it has nothing to do with you.
I once heard that it's not the best of us who survive, that the best of us never survive. The best of us don't learn to cheat, steal, lie, refuse to do the ugly things that survival often requires. They know that surviving takes changes they're not willing to make. And maybe, for that, they rest peacefully in their graves. I'm the grandchild of someone who survived. We're each the grandchild of someone who made it through one war or another, alive but haunted.
Lower wages, child labor, will enable greater sales and higher profits for the owners, who consider it an honor to partake in exploitation, steal the wealth from other nations, view the world as a corporation, and see themselves as stockholders. In rivers and valleys, mountains and streams, the splendor of nature awakens their dreams. From coast to coast and shore to shore, they cannot help but covet more. Power plants and factories, pipelines and refineries. From sea to shining sea, they see visions of manifest destiny. Yes, they'll conquer the world someday and live as masters of the universe. But to own the riches of the earth and maintain world supremacy, their economic plan demands a military strategy.
Beyond our hunger for oil, gas, coal, uranium, and wood, burning daily, choking the life from the precious air we breathe and all that breathes us. Beyond roach dust, mercury, and lead, choking the life from the lungs, brains, and nervous tissues of our babies. Beyond our tears of joy or rage, beyond all our graves, beyond politics, sociology, spirituality, our humanity, and the latest theory we think explains it all, who really knows distances in this vastness called universe? Transformed, revealed, awakened, naked, with kind hands, in hand, in hand, in hand, gripping. I got you. I got you now. Stepping gently on this holy earth, striding towards sunrise. Take my hand, and together we can make it. So when I'm afraid, and I do get afraid, I know you're there for me, because I'm there for you. We are lovely locked together. Blessed curse. It's a natural compassion, a green and verdant celebration. We are rescued from our egos. Yeah! Our world is spinning and springing into renewal, and it hurts like hell. That's the way it is, isn't it? We feel there is no beginning or no end. As Walt Whitman said, there was never any more beginning than there is right now. And never will be any more age or youth than there is right now. And there will be never any more heaven or hell than there is right now.
Yeah! When a nation's in emergency, our frustration's insurgency, and currently it's hurting me. When violence is rational, our recurrent theme is murder scenes and silence when the cats are closed. But there's strength in numbers, and there's power in the masses. Can't just thank your run one with the flame and then you pass it. If people get over while you under, and they come and take your assets, remember we're part of that thunder, and that strength is everlasting. When the fascist passes with their sirens flashing, we adjust our glasses. It's not the lack of compassion factors that we just can't grasp it. And fashion's used to mask it. All I'm asking for some passion, a little action, and we can get this thing cracking to end this system of deception that's oppressive and perpetual. Fight till rights are never threatened and basic needs are accessible.
Yeah. How the life sheltered, how we strengthen it. Do we remember how to plan it and build it? Do we remember how to be carpenters? We're gonna need all the skills we build up. Get us out on the whole we created. How's the life nurtured? How we nourish it? Do we remember how to heal? Do we remember how to be healers? We're gonna need arms along with the ideas to get us out from the hole we created. Yeah, to make something good out of the hole. Too many times we're giving up our faith, giving up our right minds, give ourselves away. But now's the time, what set it straight. Say no one's changing till we feel the pain. We feel like, we're feeling now.
So take a stroll. Think about how making dough can break your soul. Work your whole life until you're gray and old. You break your bones to alleviate your aches and groans. But when you can't pay the loan to place your kids were raised and sold. The streets aren't paved with gold. They're paved in blood from ancient souls who had investments, made them grow with broken state and vacant homes. So make it known that you gotta provide regardless. The moment that you cross that line, it only leads to hardship. If you know me as an artist, I'm going at my hardest, mind growing to its largest till it's molding in my carcass. But I'm hoping that we're smart, so when our goals are in sight, we know that money's not the most important motive in life.
Jackie says that there is honor in this, a good day's work, and honest living, that there is poetry in this, but what kind of poetry lives in a can of orange naturalizer? The liquid breath of dragons. The mist dissolves every word creeping up my throat, overwhelms every idea that got me wiping my reflection from the glass. It got me scrubbing the shadows off the walls. They got me so scared of my alarm clock that I can't fall asleep anymore. Even when my muscles drain out from under my fingernails and my thoughts stream out of my ears and I'm left with nothing but two eyes that refuse to close for fear of what they might dream. Is there really honor in this? Or is that abstract concept the carrot they dangle in front of us pawns to move us across the board?
Grandmother water. My grandmother. My God. Mi abuelita. Her garden. Jardín. Stone grinds corn from earth to earth. Hands entre aire y agua. From tree to árbol. Plants from semillas. Her voice has been digitized in the iPhone tritone, optimized in self-timed reminders to check the email, polarized in the choice to watch TV or go outside and remember that we don't need to watch to see. See, the sunlight keeps seeking, leaking into our windows, finding us hiding by the sickly glow of our screens. Listen to it sing. It sings that Freud was a dumbass because our Mother Nature is begging us to make love to her, and we can't stop refusing her. Her most tragic songs of longing are trapped in pretty bird song, lovingly chirped good mornings mutilated by the honking clock's alarm. The background sound of the television at dusk deafens us to the pitter-patter of her tears. On the roof they whisper good night, I love you. And thunder is her low growl of desire because nature is a freak. You thought that was lightning, but she was flashing us in the vain and desperate hope that she could arouse us like she used to, so that we might love her close and deep like we used to.
A prince think I'm crazy, love made me that way, I'm addicted. So are you. Hit inhale, crack exhale, and like drugs were never through. This is me helping you get over that mountain. Black and blue, I told you I'll be down till death, then I'm out there. So now I got people praying for your death and hoping I get sight. Love is blind, but having black eyes ain't right. Don't abuse drugs, just me. I'm your only drug of choice. All you need, I'm addicted, and so are you. Hit inhale, crack exhale, and like drugs were never through until you kill me or I you.
One. Alright, so I'm in this tunnel underneath St. Paul with my guy Mitch. And I've only known him for like a month maybe, and I like the kid. But a month is hardly enough time to be positive that he's not a murderer. Or some crazy sociopathic torturer, dude. And we've been going for like 4 miles already. I couldn't tell you where we are. These things just curve and curve and curve. Our flashlights barely illuminate our next step. The tunnel narrows. We get down onto our hands and knees and we keep going. We always keep going, and really, this should be terrifying. Or at least exciting. But I brought my head down here and I can't get out of it. That's people power!
That's people power!
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 Power to the people!
Power to the people!
Power to the people!
Power to the people!
That's some people power!
That's some people power!
That's some people power!
That's some people power!
I said power!
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 Power to the student!
Power!